Welcome to my next video blog. It was great to see such a huge response to my one from last week on abdominal separation. If you missed it, make sure you check it out on my website because it was a really good one. I wanted to lead my blog this week into training as such, but there's so much I can talk about to do with training, but I wanted to talk about more the mindset of training and how to shift your mindset from crazy fanatic trying to lose weight, watching what the scales are, counting calories, counting macros, not able to live your life kind of crazy, into a place of just trust and trusting the process and clearing the clutter out of your head to really focus on what we're doing here. And when it comes to exercise and training, believe me, I've been in that mindset where I am all over the shop and I'm training all different sorts of training techniques, and I was training twice a day, and I was not eating enough food for the amount of exercise I was doing, and I was young and I had different trainers and coaches tell me different things, and also I got into that mindset of having to stay lean all year round, like super lean all year round, and once your body gets to a certain level of body fat, and trying to maintain that, it's just not sustainable mentally or physically. Your body's going to rebound and you can end up with all sorts of metabolic issues. I was lucky enough not to end up with any of those issues, and I believe that falling pregnant probably saved me, and it opened my eyes to a whole world of things actually. But that could be another blog. I could talk about that another time. The biggest shift I had with my mindset when it came to training post-baby was I focused my training around getting fitter and stronger. I wanted to walk out of the gym feeling like I'd accomplished something every single time. And I really found that making that shift from body fat percentage to what the scales were saying to what weights I was lifting and how I was feeling within myself, there was a massive shift in the way that I saw my body and the way that I trained. So I was no more crazy fanatic in the gym. Obviously, everyone that's a mum out there, you know how hard it is to get to the gym, and your time is precious. So I was only getting in 3 or 4 times a week as opposed to 10 before I had Leo, but I was making the most of every single session. I was going into the gym fresh and feeling good, and I was leaving feeling like I'd accomplished something. Now, can you imagine how that feels every single time? If you're doing that 3 or 4 times a week, you're walking out feeling like you've accomplished something without even worrying about what the scales say, or what your body fat percentage is, or what body shape you have, or what this person's doing, or what that person's doing. And oh my gosh, it gets so full on. And the way that everyone's living through social media these days and comparing themselves to what everyone else is doing, it's like it just creates more manicness inside your head. So once I'd made that shift into basing my training around performance goals, the roll-on effect in that was I was in a better place mentally, and my body actually responded better. I was eating more food. I had more time to prep my food because I was at home a lot more. Obviously, working from home, I'm home a lot more now. I'm not rushing around as much as I used to before I had Leo, and I think I was really making the most of every single weight session, and I was not stressing about how I looked. I wasn't stressing about, the person next to me and that I wasn't leaner than them, or that, the whole of comparing yourself to other people is just ridiculous anyway. We all do it. I've done it. I tend not to do it anymore because everything I see is kind of like, well, do you believe it or do you not? So I just taken a step back, and I just roll with what happens in my household with me and Matt and Leo, and that's all I really care about, to be honest. Not saying I don't care about anyone else, but what goes on in someone else's world is none of my business, and I'm not here to judge, but I'm also not going to lose sleep over what other people are doing or anything like that. So I really just wanted to get that point across around your mindset with training, because all the women that I've worked with over the years, it's all about how they look. It's all about the scales. It's all about the body fat percentage. It's all about the bikini. It's all about all these things that are so based on physical appearance that it becomes detrimental almost. So with that, I want to say, of course, the roll-on effect of training effectively and with purpose and properly and having a proper program to follow, lifting heavy and getting stronger, you will lose body fat and you will start to look better. But as soon as you make that shift in your mindset, it actually happens a lot easier. All the girls that I work with in my Fit, Healthy and Strong program, this is the thing that I'm really big on with them, and they all say, you know, even their husbands were saying that they were nicer to live with and they were having a more balanced life, but their body was also responding in a positive way. So that's the thing that you want to make sure of, because I just feel like there's so much franticness going on with women, and it's just like this obsessive, I have to have that body and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get there, and not really thinking about the long-term benefits of just taking it one day at a time, 1 week at a time, and making sure that, you know, you're not overtraining and under-eating and all of the things that can actually cause havoc down the track with your bodies. There is no rush, and I will say this probably in every video blog that I do, there is no rush in transforming your body. The longer it takes, the more sustainable and maintainable it will be long term. So, you know, again, any questions, please comment. This is I've kind of touched on a few different subjects in here because I can talk about mindset and training all day. So I hope I've covered everything that might have give you an aha moment or a light bulb moment that might make you sit back and go, oh, that's me, I do that, I need to work on that, or whatever. Again, Justine at justineswitalla.com if you want to contact me, or, you know, join my Fit, Healthy and Strong community where I will help you. And Fit, Healthy and Strong is for women in general. It's not just for mums. It's for mums who've done my postnatal program. It's more that next level, and it's exactly how I really live and train and eat and everything. It follows my principles to a T. So any questions, email me, comment below. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. Bye everyone.